Welcome to Piemonte, home of world-famous wines, truffles the size of your fist, stunning landscapes, and now us. During the pandemic, we decided to sell our apartment in Stockholm and move to Italy in search of our dream house. In December 2021, we got the keys to our abandoned farmhouse and now in early 2022 have begun renovating. Follow our journey and progress as we restore this 100-year-old rustico into our dream home.
Again?
Yeah. Hi, and welcome to our Italian dream house.
So, we thought we would start this YouTube series with giving you a walkthrough of our house. It's a little bit messy now because we have actually already started the demolition, so it's quite dusty and manky. Come on in. Welcome to our future kitchen. This is actually where the previous owners had their kitchen with a small washroom in here. So what we're going to do here is to put a nice kind of country style feel L-shaped kitchen with a big kitchen island. I like to do a lot of cooking, so I imagine this is where I will spend most of my time and Edro will sit here at the kitchen island eating whatever I will cook. So obviously, since it's an opening here to the previous washroom, we will brick that up and we will open it up from the other side and turn that space into a small like guest WC. Over here we right now have a wall and this wall is bearing, so we will actually take this down and replace this full thing with a beam at the top. And the geometra says we also need to leave a little bit of space on each side to keep the beam up, but it looks like this will be a fully open space into the living room. So this space will act like a combined dining and living area. So we will have a big table here where we can seat up to 8 people. We'll put in a nice wood fire stove, and in this corner we will have like a sofa or a chair, all my books where you can really just relax and hang out. We're not really sure what to do with this door at the moment because this is where a lot of the afternoon and evening light comes in, which we absolutely love. So we really want to enhance that and put in either a huge window or put in some kind of window or like a glass door, because turns out that this is the opening where we're going to have to take in all of our furniture from, because the other door is way too small. Cool. So we're moving on to the cantina. So this is a traditional like Piemontese cantina. So technically we're a storage room where most locals will store their wine. And that's what we are planning on doing as well, but in a little bit nicer shape than what it is in right now. So we will keep this traditional like brick vaults in the ceiling, and we will turn this room into a really cozy, like snug and wine room where you can sit with open fire. We're also going to soundproof this wall so that we can have a bit of a party going on down here if we feel like it. But we'll also have to keep some of the like main appliances in the house, like our boiler and gas thingy. But we will put a custom-made cupboard around it to cover it up, so you don't have to sit here and look at that. But I think this will be really great. Right now there's some kind of door solution out to the street, but even here we will put like a nice big window to get some natural light. So we are upstairs, and the upper floor has right now, as it is, 3 bedrooms and 1 bath, but we're actually going to turn this into 2 bedrooms and 2 baths. So this is a current bedroom right now, and we're actually going to put a wall up here and turn that side into the master ensuite bathroom. And this side of the room will be a walk-in / walk-through closet. And this is our favorite part of the house. This is our master bedroom. And it's very spacious, especially if you compare it with our Stockholm bedroom, which was absolutely tiny. So in this room, we will have a nice double bed. There will be an opening to our bathroom over there. We'll be able to keep a little bit of storage, but most of all, it's going to be like a big, nice open space. This room also has the best views of the entire house. So right now there's a balcony here, which we're gonna have to restore, but it has a beautiful views over the Piemontese hills. So this is where the door into the bathroom will be. And otherwise in this room, we'll really try to restore these floors because they are absolutely beautiful and really old. But we'll have to see because we might have to dig up the floors to level the soil underneath out because it's actually quite slopey right now. This is the guest side of the upstairs floor, at the upper floor. So in here there used to be a really cool 70s bathroom, which you can see some pictures of now. So technically during the last 2 or 3 days we've been ripping out all the like the toilet and the bidet, saying there was a massive bath which is now standing here, heavy as F. We can't even carry it down right now, but this will obviously go, and we will put in like a nice modernish bathroom in there for guest to use.
Modernish, I think. Modern.
Yeah.
It will be modern.
So this will be the guest bedroom. It's one of the newest rooms in the house and was actually the room in the best condition. We think that the owners were living pretty much in this room only for a few years. So it had recently been renovated, probably 50 years ago, but it means it's a lot less work for us to do in terms of the plaster and the bricks coming off. So right now, today, we've actually been ripping up all the floor tiles, and we're pretty much just gonna put on some paint and put in a new floor in this room. Because we're also hoping that me and Edward can move in here at the end of February to be able to live on site. Because right now we are staying in a flat 45 minutes from here, and it's getting quite tiring to drive and also very expensive. I'm not sure if we can open this now. Oh yeah. So, from the guest room, you come out on a pretty spacious terrace, which we like to call the aperitivo terrace. So as you can see already, this terrace has really good like afternoon and evening light. So we imagine that during the summer and spring, when we have people visiting us, we can spend our evenings sitting here in the sun sipping Negronis. It has a little bit of work to do. This is actually the neighbor's wall, so we need to find out what we're allowed to do with that, but we definitely want to clean it up a little bit. Cool, I think this was all of the main house, and now Edward will give you a tour of the rest of our buildings.
So Emily has just shown you around the inside of the house, and we forgot to mention that the surface area is about 65 meters per floor, so it's 130 square meters in total. And then the stable, again, is about another 130-ish on the ground floor, we think. We're going to lose some of that, but I'll explain all that to you now. So looking at the outbuildings, we have this big old stable here, and this is typical for a Piemontese house. On the ground floor, you have the workrooms and the storage rooms, and on the upper floor, you have the hay loft. So they used to keep the hay up the top and the animals and all the tools down the bottom. So we have this first room here. This is currently used as a storage room, and what we're going to do with this is we're going to turn it into a laundry room and some form of gym. So we're going to have a treadmill and some weights. So it'll be a little bit of a functional room for us, and the good thing is we don't have to convert this room into habitable status. So we just need to renovate it, and then we can do what we want with it. The next room here is the bathroom. So the stable, this was renovated probably in the 70s. They added this bathroom in here, and we will actually keep a bathroom here, but we will obviously swap it all out and refurbish and renovate this. And this will become the main bathroom to the accommodation, which we're going to put into that part of the stable there. And there's going to be a self-contained studio flat. So let's go take a look at that. So here we have the biggest space of the stables. It's probably about 35-40 square meters in total. And this is what we're going to convert into a 2-bedroom apartment studio type place. So over against this wall, we're going to have a kitchen. We're going to knock a doorway through into the bathroom. And then we're going to put a partition wall where we can split the 2 bedrooms. And we might even put an ensuite in that bathroom, in that bedroom there. So then we can rent that one out separately too. Because our plan is to rent these out sort of by night as like a B&B style, which is very popular in the area. The only issue we have with this building is that in the 80 years since it's been built, the foundation has sunk. So the earth underneath the building has basically dropped, or it's moved, and the foundation has moved with it. So we have to reinforce all the foundations here, which is a reasonably big job, but it's pretty standard in this area. So it's nothing that the contractors wouldn't have seen before. They'll be pretty used to it. Finally, we have one final building as part of the stable, and it's just a storage room. But actually, this is the biggest problem with regards to the foundation. So this is where the earth has moved, and this part of the building has sunk, and it's starting to move down the hill, and it's pulling the stable with it. So this has to be completely removed, demolished. But that's really useful because we can put a really good terrace here where we can eat dinner, have lunch, because we're going to have the sun all the way through the day here, and we get the views over the vineyards and apple orchards down the bottom. So it's the best of a bad situation. It's not going to be too much of an issue to get rid of it because we can turn it into something really great. So away from the stables, we have the garage on the other side, and there's a wood store and also an old chicken coop. This part of the garage and chicken coop is pretty much condemned, so we're going to have to tear it down, but because we're in a UNESCO World Heritage area, we're going to have to rebuild it in the exact same way. Otherwise we'd have to get some pretty hard planning permissions put through to change it, so we're not going to do that. So that will be completely rebuilt, and hopefully we can get an office at this end looking out over the hills, because that would be a really nice place to sit and work. And finally, where I'm stood right now is the future swimming pool, if I get my own way, or if our budget allows. We're not really sure. We're pretty stretched on the budget, but our ultimate goal is to have a pretty, not a big pool, but a small pool here, which will be really nice because it gets, in the summer, it gets the sun all day long, so we can have some sun lounges around it and swim here to cool off. So that's it, that's the full tour. You've seen Emily do inside, I've taken care of the outbuildings, and in the next videos we're going to be sort of starting the renovation. So make sure you subscribe, like this video, and check back in, hit that notification bell so you find out when our next video goes live. Thanks a lot, and see you in the next video. Bye.